Good morning, friends. In the last lectures, we started the design up of the flange coupling. We studied design procedures for the flange couplings. That is for protected type flange couplings and unprotected type flange couplings. And I think we did one problem that is related with the flange couplings, means unprotected type of the flange couplings. So today we'll see one problem that is based on the unprotected type of the flange couplings, and one problem we'll see that is on the based on the protected type of the flange couplings. So problems are different. That's why I am taking today also 2-3 problems related with the flange couplings. So please note down today's first problems. A rigid flange coupling is required to transmit s- 20 kilowatt power, 20 kilowatt power at 720 rpm. The shaft and bolts, the shafts and bolts are made of plain carbon steel. (30C8) sigma YT 400 Newton per mm square, and factor of safety is 4. Assume sigma YC equal to 1.5 T, sigma YT and tau equal to 0.5 sigma YT. This is the relations given. This is standard relations. Determine diameter of bolts. Second bit, dimensions of the flange. Shortly I am writing dimensions of flange and keys. And third bit, diameter of shafts. This is shafts. First bit shafts and last bit diameter of bolts. So I think you will get answers within 5 steps. I am not extracting data because this is 20 kilowatt, 720 rpms, 400 only. I will consider this is sigma T equal to 400 divided by factor of safety 4. So that's why this is 100 megapascal. And sigma C equal to 1.5 times 100. And this is equal to 150 megapascals, and tau equal to 0.5 times 100. This is equal to 50 megapascals. So material is same. So here for couplings actually cast iron material is popular materials, but for these problems this is given mild steel. But by using mild steels, that is it is not easy for manufacturing, but in the some of the case we can use also mild steel materials, where is the strength is more important. So because of the limitations of the space, I will divide this board into 4 columns. So that's why we can solve fully problems. So this is given data, right? So it is first step first. Design diameter of shaft. This is first step. Right, this is our first step. Now by using formula P equal to 2 pi n t, always remember this formula, P equal to 2 pi n t into 60 into 10 to the power 6. So that's why T equal to 60 into 10 to the power 6 multiplied by P divided by 2 pi n, and T equal to, this is you will get in terms of Newton mm. This is P equal to 20 kilowatt. 60 into 10 to the power 6 multiplied by 20 divided by 2 divided by pi and divided by RPM equal to 720. Now this is equal to 265,258, right? That's why by using formula tau equal to 16t divided by pi d cube and d equal to cube under root 16 multiplied by 265,258 divided by pi and divided by allowable shear stress, this is 50, cube under root multiplied by 16 divided by pi divided by 50, and this is cube under root. I got this is 30 mm. D is the diameter of the shaft. So what is second step? Step second, various important dimensions of coupling by using empirical relations. Briefly I am writing this. So what is important? DH equal to 2D 30 multiplied by 2 means this is 60 mm. Length of the hub, and this is diameter of the races equal to 1.5 D. That's why this is 45. Capital D 3D, and this is 90 mm, and outer diameters 4D. Assume this is protected types, and this is 120 mm, and what is next? T is the thickness of the flange. This is 0.5 D. This is equal to 15 mm. These are the important dimensions. So what is step 3? Checking of coupling. So first I will take as in hub. Briefly I am writing this is in hub. So we have to use this tau divided by R equal to T divided by polar moment of inertia, and tau equal to 50. Sorry, this is to be checking purpose, and this is hub means diameter of the hub divided by 2. Torque 265,258. Polar moment of inertia pi by 32 dh raised to 4. That's why this is hollow portions. That's why this is d raised to 4. Now this is 265,258 multiplied by this is 16 multiplied by diameter of the hub. So diameter of the hub equal to 60. That's why directly I am writing 60 divided by pi, 60 raised to 4, and this is 30 raised to 4. This value, this should be less than 50. 265,258 multiplied by 16 multiplied by 60 divided by pi divided by 60 minus bracket close. This value I got 6.667 megapascals. This tau equal to. Now at the junctions, second bit means we have to check at the junction. Briefly I am writing. Now you can understand at the junctions means at the junctions of the hub and flange, or otherwise at the junctions of flange and hub. Here's shear area equal to, I am using basic because I am not remember the formulas, so that's why I use basic shear area equal to because circumference pi dh at the junctions multiplied by T, shear force equal to pi d h T multiplied by tau, and resisting torque equal to T equal to shear force pi d h into T multiplied by tau, and this is the radius equal to, we can take dh divided by 2, or tau equal to 2T pi dh squares multiplied by T. This is 265,258 divided by pi, diameter of the hub 60 square, and this is thickness, and this is 15. Calculate this. Now you can see problems are easy. Try to understand the problems. That's why miss your interest may be increased in the problems. Because in front of the you, I am solving the problems 3, 1, 2, 7. That's why both shear stress are within limit. Both shear stress are within limits, means design is safe. Generally you will get design is safe, but this is the procedure, that's why we have to follow this procedure. Third step. Next is the step 4. Diameter of the flange and keys, and now miss here this is keys. Now for keys, Here important of the length of the key is 1.5 D. LH equal to 45, width equal to D by 4. That's why now this is 30 divided by 4 means 7.5, and T equal to D divided by 6. 30 divided by 6, 15, 6 means this is 5 mm, right? And for crushing, now checking purpose, so first shear stress equal to 2T dWL, 2 into 265,258, D equal to 30, width equal to 7.5, length of the hub, this is length of the key 45. 265,258 multiplied by 2 divided by 30 divided by 7.5 divided by 45. So I this got 52.39 megapascal. And what is given? This is 50. So that's why design is not safe. And here you can write design is not safe. Now we can increase diameter slightly, because here width is important. This is instead of the, we can increase, and this is 8, W equal to 8 mm. We will see, check. 2 into 265,258 divided by 30 divided by 8 divided by 45. Definitely you will get, because slightly increasing, because this is slightly greater. 265,258 multiplied by 2 divided by 30 divided by 8 divided by 45, and this is 49.12 megapascals, means design is safe. And similarly, crushing stress equal to 4T divided by D, T, small t, and length above the hub, means this is the length above the key, that is length above the key equal to L. 4 into 265,258, D equal to 30, and this is 15, length equal to 45. Sorry, this T equal to thickness above the keys, and this is 5. So here you may be confused, because I am also confused. Here T equal to, I am considering, but this is thickness above the keys, and this is 5. Or you can change these notations. Instead of the thickness, now you can change, because we are confusing here. So that's why DHL, height above the key. Now 265,258 multiplied by 4 divided by 30 divided by 5 divided by 45. This is 157 point. And what we consider, this is 150, means yes, this is also is to be increase. Height equal to, if increase 6 mm. Now crushing stress equal to, because here design is not safe, and this is 157.18. Here design is not safe. That's why we increase T equal to 6 mm, because this is slightly increase. So T equal to 6 mm means definitely you will get design is safe. Means dimensions, width equal to 8 mm and height equal to H equal to 6 mm. This is your second bit, diameter of the flanges and key. Last bit, diameter of bolts. For diameter of the bolts, in this case, diameter is 30 mm, and that's why N equal to 3, because diameter of the bolts this is less than 40, and N equal to 3. Diameter of the bolts equal to, by using species formula, tau equal to P1 divided by pi by 4 D1 squares, right? D1 is the diameter of the bolts. So P1 equal to T equal to, and this is force acting on the each bolts, and total number of force means this is P1, and multiplied by radius, means radius equal to, because flange here's pitch circle diameter, means capital D divided by 2. That's why P1 equal to 2T divided by N P1 2T divided by N D. Now we'll put this value in this formula, tau equal to 2T divided by N D multiplied by pi by 4 D1 square. Now we can modify this formula, D1 equal to under root cross multiplications 8T divided by pi into N into D multiplied by tau. Now diameter of the bolts. So this is as per the direct shear stress, 8265258 divided by pi. Number of the bolts requires 3 for flange, and this is 90, and tau equal to 50. D1 is the diameter of the bolts. 265258 multiplied by 8 divided by pi divided by 3 divided by 90 divided by 50, and this is under root, and this is D1 equal to 7.70 mm. Otherwise we will consider slightly increase standard diameters. This is 8 mm. D1 equal to, now checking purpose, because of the bolt may be failure crushing stress, so that's why for checking purpose crushing stress equal to P1 divided by projected area D1 diameters multiplied by thickness. So here we have to calculate P1, value of the P1. So briefly I am calculate this, 265258 multiplied by 2 divided by 3 divided by 90. This is 1964 1964.87 divided by D1 equal to 8, and thickness above the T is the thickness above the flange, and this is 15 mm, and this should be less than 155. This is I got 16.37 megapascals, means design is safe for bolts. Now what are the important dimensions? D1 is the diameter of the bolts, and these are the important dimensions, and these are the important dimensions, means the final dimension. So as per the asked in the problems. Now I think you better understand how you can solve the problems related with the design of the couplings. Problems are easy, only try to understand what is the concept behind to solve the problems. So try to make more practice. If you have any doubts related with any problems regarding machine designs or any theory, you can ask me freely. Because of the this corona, we are taking online classes, and here's very less chances about the interactions, but you can ask me any doubts. Next problems. Design a protected type of the flange coupling. Design design a protected type flange coupling to transmit 40 kilowatt at 800 RPM use the following data. Use the following data. Part number, part, quantity, material, sigma ut, sigma yt, and factor of safety. This is given. Data for threads. This is also given. for M10 bolts type of bolt, type of bolt नहीं. This is type given, type of thread. You can say M12, M16, M20. Means out of this is given. So according to that, we will get answers. Stress area in mm squares. 84.3, 157, and this is 245. Part, flange, key, bolts. Quantity, flange requires 2, key is required 2. Number of the bolts given 6. Material CI, MS, MS. This is 200, 600, 600. This is 350. For cast iron materials, in the tensile stress is not available. That's why dash. Factor of safety for flange, this is given 7. For keys, this is given 5, and for bolt, this is given 10. Right. Now only I edit here's what is design above the couplings. This is prototype of the couplings, and that's why here's I will write here's this is data for shaft. Sigma T equal to for shaft. Because bolts, this is given same for shaft also we requires. So that's why we will consider this is keys because bolts may be manufactured for mild steels and this is plain carbon steels. So that's why 350 divided by 5 equal to, we can choose this material for shaft. 350 divided by 5. $70 and tau for because shaft we require this is 35 megapascal, right? And for key, for flange, tau for flange, and this is 207. 200 multiplied by 0.5 divided by 7. 100 divided by 7. 14.28. And for bolt, again we requires for bolt tau equal to for bolts. Now this is 350, 0.5 divided by factor of safety 10. This is 17.5. Now I only edit by keeping same design procedures. I only editing according to the given data. So here's T is given T equal to 40 kilowatt, RPMs 800. That's why this is 60 into 10 to the power 6. Otherwise you may be confused. That's why I will erase this. You may be confused. But for these problems, I will eliminate some of the steps. 60 into 10 to the power 6 multiplied by 40 divided by 2 divided by pi divided by 800. This is equal to 477464. Directly now D equal to, because this is third problems, now I am skipping some of the steps. Cube 16 into 4,77,464 divided by pi into tau equal to, for shaft, 35 megapascals. D is the diameter of the bolts, multiplied by 16 and divided by pi divided by 35, and this is cube under root. I got this 41.11 mm. Suppose I increase, this is 42 mm. Now next steps, step second, important dimensions. I only mentions here important dimensions. DH, this is very important, 2D 84 mm. Length of the hub, this is also important, this is 42 is 63 mm. Thickness, this is also important, 0.5 D. This is 21 mm. Next important dimensions, capital D. Capital D equal to 3D, and this is 42 means 126 mm. Right? Now outer diameters, this is equal to, because this is protected type of the flange couplings, only this much is the difference. So use formula 4D plus 2T1, and T1 small t1 equal to 0.25 D. That's why this is 21, means this is 10.5 mm. Right, 10.5 mm. That's why this is directly I am writing, because this is 2T 21 and this is 4D, means 42 168 plus 21 189. These are the important dimensions. Next steps for checking. Step third, checking. First in hub. Now directly tau divided by R equal to T divided by polar moment of inertia, and tau equal to, directly I am writing T 477,464 multiplied by this R equal to DH 84 16 84. Now you can check this, divided by pi 84 raised to 4, and this is 42 raised to 4. 477 464 multiplied by 16 multiplied by 84 and divided by pi divided by bracket 84 square minus 42 square bracket close. This is equal to 4.376. This design is safe. Write its unit megapascal. This is also important. Now at junction here's shear area, or otherwise directly I use formula, I think 2T, right, this is pi d h square multiplied by tau. At junctions, right, this is formula, and this is 2T 2 477 464 divided by pi 84 squares tau equal to, and this is tau equal to this is T, small t, this is means thickness, and this is equal to 21. Um, 4 lakhs 464 multiplied by 2 divided by pi divided by 84 squares and divided by 21. I got this is 2.05 megapascals. Means design is safe. Design is safe. So what is next steps? Design the protected types. Third step over. Step fourth for key. Now what are the important dimensions? Length equal to 63 mm. Width equal to d by 4. Assume here's a rectangular key. 42 divided by 4, and this is 10.5 d. This is height. 42 divided by 6 means 6 mm. 42 divided by 6, and this is 7 mm. 7 mm. Now checking purpose, shear stress equal to, I will finish within this space, tau equal to 2T divided by dWL2 into 477 464 d equal to 42, width 10.5, length 63, and this should be for keys same 35 na. This is 350 means keys 350, this is 70, and if it's 35, this should be less than 35. 464 multiplied by 2 divided by 42 divided by 10.5 and divided by 63. So this is, I got 34.37 megapascals, means design is safe. And I guess we have to use, because this is less than 35. Now 70 and 105, this should be 105. Crushing stress equal to 4T DHL 464 divided by 42. H equal to height 7 mm and length 63. Always remembers crushing stress equal to take minimum 1.5 times, minimum 1.5 times or 2 times. Otherwise, if you are assuming sigma c equal to sigma t, design is not safe. So try to understand this. This is important. 105, because we consider this is sigma c equal to, by using relations, sigma c equal to 1.5 times sigma t, and this is 1.5, and this is 35, means this is 70 equal to 105 megapascals. That's why I written here as 105. 477 464 multiplied by 2 divided by 42 divided by 7 divided by 63. I got this is 51 point, sorry, this is not 2, this is 4. It's multiplied by again 2. This is 103.11. That's why design is safe for key. Right here, design is safe for key. So what is next steps? Now here's area is given. Area is given. So that's why we'll calculate first for, I think this is fifth step. Step fifth, design of bolts. First we'll calculate P1 is the area, or shear force acting on each bolts, and this is equal to, by using formula T equal to P1's D divided by 2. That's why P1 equal to 2T divided by ND, and this is 468 divided by N is the number of the bolts. N equal to diameter is 42, N equal to 4, because D is in between 100 mm. So that's why N equal to 4. 4, D equal to 128, I think 126. So that's why P1 equal to 468 multiplied by 2 divided by 4 divided by 126. This is equal to area 189471. Sorry, this is Newton. Unit Newton. What is the next steps? Shear stress equal to, what is formula? P1 divided by area. This is right. Shear force acting on each bolt divided by shear area of bolt, because yes, chances such type, and here this is force acting P1, right, and this is capital D divided by 2, and number of the force, and that's why here, because direct shear stress, P1 is the, we already considered, this is number of the bolts 4. So tau shear force acting on each bolt 1894.71, and this is area because this area is given here, stress area, and tau equal to, for bolt this is 17.5. So you may be confused here because different materials, so according to that different stress is to be considered, otherwise you will get wrong answer. Area equal to stress area, because here mentions, so that's why I am writing here stress area equal to this 1894.71 divided by 17.5 divided by 17.5. I got this is 108.269 mm squares. Now this is in between. This is in between. So you can't select M12s, because otherwise this area is the greatest. So that's why we can select size above the thread equal to 157, means M16. So this is your required size above the bolt. Now I think you understand clearly the design above the shafts problems. Design above the couplings problems, means that is a protected type of the couplings and unprotected type of the flange couplings. So only what is the difference between protected type design procedures in the protected type and unprotected type of the flange couplings? Only outer diameters. Yes, outer diameters equal to, you have to add 2 T1s. T1s equal to, this is the thickness of the rim, and that is equal to 0.25 D, and that's why this is 2 equal to, means 10.5 D. Only outer diameters. Rest of the design procedures remains same for protected type of the flange couplings and for unprotected type of the flange couplings. So don't confuse, because only that rim is provided on the outer of the flange, means at the edge of the flange, that is for avoid accident, chances of the avoid accidents if the operators workings in the area of the machines or in the drives, for avoid that protected type of the flange that is used. And this is a complete design procedures. So problems related with the couplings are easy, only design procedures is important, and according to that design procedures means design of the shaft, and next various dimensions by using standard empirical relations, and third step is the checking up of the couplings, means checking up of the couplings at the hub, because that hub, this is the hub, such type of the hub, so this may be failure, split. If the thickness of the hub, diameter of the hub is small, so this may be split. That practically I seen chances of the failure of the couplings in the hub also. Next, chances of the couplings at the junctions of the hub, because if the thickness of the flange that is very less, because that shear area is the pi dh into T is the thickness above the flange. If the thickness above the flange that is less, so the circumference area also less, which chances above the failure of the couplings at the junctions. So that's why that is also is to be checked. That should be safe, means sufficient above the thickness. So the standard empirical relations given by considering the safety point of view. That's why that because already considered in the standard empirical relations factor of safety, whatever may be the factor of safety given, but already that is increased in the standard formulas also. So that's why we are getting design is safe for couplings in the hub and at the junctions of the flange and hub. That is also means you will get design is safe, but this procedure means this steps also important, because paper assessor your C means paper assessor is seen what is the diameter of the shaft, and because on the diameter of the shaft rest of the various important dimensions of the couplings, and third step is the checking, fourth steps is the that may be design of the bolts or that may be design of the keys. So whatever may be ask, only design of the means couplings means you have to design above the various dimensions above the couplings, design above the keys and design above the bolts, because these are the important dimensions above the couplings. So according to the given materials we have to design. If the material is not mentioned and if you knows only drives means motor powers or gearbox output, so according to that if you are design engineers you have to select the couplings. So for that or you can design the couplings means selections above the material for the coupling, selections above the material for keys, selections above the material for bolts. So if you want to require such type of the problems, that problems also I can take. That is the purely based on the design above the couplings. Means only power which is to be transmitted that is given, RPM of the motors or RPM of the drives that is given, and according to that design above the couplings. So design above the couplings means only this much is the data, power given and RPM given and design a couplings. So rest of the data not given. So by using design data book or by using your knowledge, depth of the knowledge related with the designs, means design above the materials, you can select various types of the materials and by assuming. But if design problems means that is based on the assuming data, because some of the student may be assume different factor of safety, some of student may be assume 3 factor of safety, some of the student may be assume 4, 5, 6 etc. So the answers or the dimensions of the couplings that are different, and during the examinations if the design of the coupling asked varieties of the means variations in the answers that will increase. So that's why generally in the examinations design above the couplings or design above the shaft directly means without specifications above the material that is not asked during the generally examinations. Otherwise variations in the answers that will increase, and that becomes headache to the paper assessors. So that's why generally specifications about the material that is given and in the during the examinations, and so you can solve the problems. That's why I am skipping, because you are taking means you want minimum problems related with the design, because I think in design above the shaft I take near about 18 classes, 17 or 18 classes. Means already I have taken 17 or 18 classes, and still we are taking means this design above the couplings means it may be requires 20 classes. So we already consume more classes, so that's why I am skipping that part. And if you want to study such type of the problems, again I will ready to take such type of the problems, means different problems. But these are the different problems, so that's why I am taking. Now you can understand. So in the next class we will see design procedure for pin bush flexible couplings and problems related with the design above the pin bush coupling, and after that we will see design procedures for marine coupling and problems related with the marine couplings. So within 2 lectures I will complete this chapter design of the shaft and couplings, and so that we can start unit 4th, because I think this is the third unit, so we can miss 50% of the syllabus. Up to these chapters we will cover, and after that we can start 4th unit. Thank you.